Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about Gen AI model, which is generative AI. So generative AI prompt engineering is basically a process of structuring an instruction that can be interpreted and understood by a Gen AI model. So in the Gen AI prompt engineering, we create a such kind of a model which is going to take the prompt from the user. Prompt is basically your query or your question that is known as a prompt. So you will provide the such kind of a question or your query to the AI model, and that AI model is connected through an API key, and it will pass your query through the API, and it will get response back to the API, and it will deliver the final output to you. So whatever the question you will ask or whatever the prompt you will provide to your AI model, it will answer for your prompt or it will answer for your query. So here I have just created a model that is a Gen AI model using the LangChain and the API key. So here I'm just going to ask the such question over here through the Gen AI model which I have developed. So now let's see how it will respond. So here I'm taking one variable and the model which I have created, I'm just using that. And here I'm putting some question like I need the list of Indian prime ministers year wise. Okay. And whatever the result will come, it will hold into my this query variable, and that I'm just gonna print and show this to you. So I have executed this one. Now this prompt has been passed to my AI model, and from there it has responded to me this output. So here you can see the list of all prime minister and their term start and term end. Now, if I ask the another question over here, for example, I'm just taking one variable as query one, okay? And I'm using that LLM model, and simply I ask that who has invented the computer, okay? And here I will just print this query one. And now if I just execute this one, so now you will see it has given you this final output over here where you can see all the details about this one. The history of computer, each and every details you will be able to see this one. Okay. So here you can see that how it is responding. You can make your prompt more meaningful as well if you want to change this one. Okay. So here, suppose if I change this prompt to, I want who is called as father of computer. And now if I run this query again, so you can see the Charles Babbage, right? And if you want to get the more information about the Charles Babbage, then you can see also and provide the more information from Wikipedia. Okay. Now if I run this model, then here you can see my prompt is passing through the API to my AI model, and it is retrieving the information from there. And you can see Charles Babbage is often referred to as the father of computing and all the details about that. Okay. Now you can ask any query. Okay. Your general query, you can ask the GK related, the programming related, any kind of a question you can ask. Okay. So suppose I'm just putting this query too, and here I'm just putting this LLM model here. And now here I'm just gonna put the some different question. Okay. So I say, write the Python code to swap the two strings. Okay. And I'm just gonna print the result of this query too. Once I just execute this query, so here you can see it has written the complete Python code for you. You can copy this code from here and you can use into your programming. Okay. Now, if you want some general question over here more, like if I say the query 3 and I'm asking from my model that what is the time in USA now? And now if I just print this query 3 result here, and now if I execute this query, so here you can see, look, the time in the USA is now is this one, correct? So it will just provide you all the information which you are going to ask from this AI model. So this AI model will work for all kind of your prompt, whether that is a general prompt or that is the programming prompt. Okay. So in all the way, it is going to work for you. Let's take example more. Here, if I ask the some general question, like I say, I want to open the restaurant, that is, suppose I say Mexican restaurant, and so please suggest me the name for this. Okay. And now if I just print this query 4 here, if I execute this one, so here you can see it will provide you the some Mexican name here. Look, right? You can ask the menu as well. For example, some Mexican menu. So I say, I want to open the Mexican restaurant. So please suggest me the menu for this. Okay, menu or the item for this. And now print this query 5 here. And once I execute this one, so it will provide you the list of the menu for the Mexican. So here you can see these Mexican items. Okay. So all kind of these general questions you can ask it over here. Okay. Now, for example, I just want to send an email through the VBA automation and I just want to get the code of it. So I can simply say, this is suppose query 6, and from my model, I'm asking, please provide me the VBA code to send the email from Outlook. And now if I just print this query 6 here, and if I execute this one, so here you will see it will provide you the code for the VBA scripting. So see, it has provided you the end-to-end code, and it is also providing along with the comment that why this code has been written. You can see the set the variable here, it is creating the object, right? So here, this is basically the concept. So in this way, basically your Gen AI model works. Now, for example, okay, suppose if I say randomly, if I ask you, okay, can you just create the poem on the samosa? Let's take example. Okay, so here instantly you cannot, right? But here, if I just ask my model, please write the poem on samosa. Okay, so let's see how it will react. Okay, so this is query 7. Now, if I just print or run this, so here you will see the output over here. So it is writing the poem for you. And now you can see, look, it has written the poem for you. Correct? So in this way, it is going to work. You can ask any of the question. For example, some physics related question. Okay. So here I say LLM model and I say, what is the formula to calculate the force? Okay, this one. And now simply I'm just writing this one. Okay, let's see how it responds. And now if I'm just running this my model, so now it is passing my prompt to my AI model, and you can see F equals to MA, right? And here, if you want to add something more, some more calculations, okay, so you can add it over here. Okay, like if you want to read, for example, I just want to read, uh, please provide the professor quotes RDBMS rule. Okay, from Wikipedia. Okay, if you do not write, it will also respond. You do not worry about that. Okay, the model is completely trained in such a way. So now here, if you see, now look. So here it says 12 rule for this RDBMS, which Professor Coates has been provided, right, in year 1985. So here you can see all the details over here. Like the first rule is this one, and you can see the information about this. Okay. Then second is this one, and the information completely about this. So all these things you are going to get it over here. Okay. So this model is trained in such a way that if you ask any question, so it will provide you the answer. The best you give the prompt, the best answer it will revert to you. Okay, so you can ask the question and it will give you the answer. So suppose, for example, here, if I ask the question here, the last one, who, or I can give like, please provide, or what is the full name of, suppose, ISRO. Okay, I say, what is the full name of ISRO? Okay, and now if I just execute this one, so see, it is just going to provide you the full name of that Indian Space Research Organization, right? And now if I say, okay, tell me what is the full name of NASA? Okay, I say, what is the full name of NASA? And now if I just run this over here, so you will see the full name of NASA. Okay, so now you can see National Aeronautics and Space Administration, right? So this model is basically trained in such a way that you can ask any question over here and it is going to respond your query. So this is all about Gen AI model. So this is basically known as generative AI prompt engineering, where you are creating such kind of a Gen AI model, which is going to respond the user's query or user's prompt. Thank you, everyone.